What up? What up? AJ from Queens, Money 80. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I really wasn't even in the mood for the freaking live stream today, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And today, or actually last night, I was perusing TikTok, wasting precious hours. Can you stop? Can you stop? Wasting wasting precious hours of my life just doom scrolling through nonsense. And I like to doom scroll through like the craziest shit. You know, flat Earth, freaking lizard people, all that stuff. Because I like to feel good about myself. You know what I mean? Like I like to consider myself like a man of moderate intelligence, and these people make me feel like fucking Einstein. So um, we're gonna spend today looking at what might be. So I think I found like the gold standard of crazy people, like really really crazy. Hold on one second. Why do people wait till like 7 o'clock to call me for work? I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So we're gonna check out what I believe is like the Machu Picchu, the Tutankhamun, like the most wondrous enigma that I've ever found on this website, which is saying a lot. And his name is Fittest Flat Earth. Let's check him out. You ready? Okay, good. All right, so here we are in the TikTok app. Here he is. All right, Mr. Fittest Flat Earther. I'm assuming he says that because he's in good shape, which he is. I mean, look at those lats. It's like he's carrying two suitcases. Bah! You know what I mean? But I mean, he goes. We're gonna dive. I hope you're strapped in. You know that you have your tinfoil hats on. You know, I should probably get one. Hold on one second. Oh, this is important for all of us. All right. You know, this is harder than it looks. All right, there we go. It. You know what? They might be spying on me. All right, so we're going to dive into what truly is behind the curtain. All right, we're talking about, you know, the government is secretly cloning us to be celebrities in the future. That's a weird one. They're putting things in our drinking supply to make us, complacent. Let's just watch. Let's just watch. Strap in.
Do you still think they offer DNA testing because they care about you finding your family lineage? Aw, that's cute. Well, you probably still think they put fluoride in our water because they care about our pearly whites. Well, I have news for you. They're looking for something.
That's right.
You probably think is fictional. You see, they know everything.
Yeah, I think I had to bump up the volume on this one. He has such like a mundane voice. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that tin. This fucking looks ridiculous. All right, let's go back.
Biblical in nature. And it's why they're hunting for DNA.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's been a seed war going on.
Seed
from the
war.
beginning of time. The seed of the serpent against the seed of the Most High.
That's right.
Trump called pushing the vaccines out so fast Operation Warp Speed. It's a play on words. It was an attack on the Most High's children. And you might
now, one thing you're gonna find is that everything is hidden meaning. You know, every word has been placed there secretly, just so that you could like decode it in the future. Because why would they not leave breadcrumbs? You know what I mean? They're looking for Satan through DNA testing. So I'm gonna, name this Operation Warp Speed just so I could like leave little like maybe they'll figure this out. How do you guys not know that?
those people that says, well, the Bible is a control system written by Freemasons. Well, if you believe that, they have you exactly where they want you. The
Oh,
Bible's
yeah,
to make you
yeah.
docile.
Because religion is in a sense of a source of control. It's that's believable. Okay, Noah splitting the river Nile in half. That happened. Okay, but we never went to the moon. What?
And sit around and wait for a savior. Yeah, does it seem like I'm doing that? Does it seem like I'm not fighting back? Does it
Not
seem
at all.
I'm
You look
not
like you're
exposing
lifting
the
weights
lies?
and
But if
figuring
the
out the
Bible's
truth.
true, why would they hand it out for free in all the hotels and have all the churches? Well, because they can't impact free will. And if they can hand you the truth and make you think it's not true, well, then they just boldly strike instead of
They.
despair. And I'm living, breathing proof that this is true because I was born into a Christian household. And as soon as I compared the allegorical nonsense in the Bible to the real science in my public indoctrination center, I left Christianity. So did every single one of my friends. So did 95%.
I'd love to see what a social circle looks like. Do you think they all when they all meet up? They're like tinfoil hat, tinfoil hat, tinfoil hat. Good. All right. Make sure. Were you followed, Jim? Were you followed? Make sure. Turn off all of your location services on your phone. We're having chicken tonight at my house. I don't want them to know. It's unprocessed chicken because the real chicken has fluoride in it.
Of the rest of the students. Because you see, the churches are just as bad because you have to go to seminary school, which is also public indoctrination, to learn their nonsense. And they make everything metaphorical and allegorical. They take any sort of spirituality out of this place or any sort of supernatural. They try to explain it through science, and they do a great job of it. It worked on me. And I'm not saying
Yeah, because science is fucking truth, you dumbass.
the Bible hasn't been manipulated here and there. It has. They took out the word firmament. They wrote on earth instead of in earth. There's definite manipulation. But the over
Because that makes such a big difference.
the truth of the firmament and the fallen angels and the Nephilim and dragons
The Nephilim.
and Jesus, they're all true. And the powers that be, the disgusting, lying, deceiving, Masonic, Luciferian monsters, they all know it's true. It's why they mock
Luciferian monsters. They're everywhere. They're in plain sight, guys.
Jesus in the Bible all the time. It's why they created Ned Flanders to be the biggest losing nerdy guy that believes in the Bible. So you don't think it's cool. Instead, they make it cool to worship the devil with their
You heard that, Matt groaning? You fucking Freemason.
rock on sign that is actually devil horns if you haven't noticed. And they're okay.
Right. Rock on, baby. Satan.
Hand symbols, which is actually 666 if you haven't noticed. Even that cool peace sign you do, it's something else. You should look into it. You see, when you dig deep enough and you realize there's a seed war going on, and there always has been, it makes sense out of the poisoned skies and
Everything
water
makes sense
and
now.
food. It makes sense out of everything. And when you realize we've been lied to about our timeline and the millennial reign has already happened, it ties everything in. There is no more questions. You understand who you are, where you are, and what's going on. And then
Oh shit, it's raining. What I don't get about the flat Earth thing is you know what? We'll get to that in a second. This was a weak one. I'll tell you that much because he's got look at this one. Look at this one.
Chris Farley, Tim Dillon, Chris Farley,
Look, I commented on it too.
Tim Dillon, Tim Dillon wearing black, hugging a sheep, Chris Farley.
Made a movie called
Chris
Black Sheep.
Farley,
Mm-hmm.
Tim Dillon.
Did I say cum pig?
Chris Farley, Tim.
Now, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. But besides the ridiculous nature that they're the same person for whatever fucking reason, they have a different mouth. Clearly, one is descending, the other one is ascending. Look at the nostrils, bro. They're completely different. I put that in my comment. One, they got this guy on the left, Chris Farley. His eye is gigantic compared to Tim Dillon, and they have different eyebrows. It might be shaped a little. It is a totally different person. He just was fat white guy, fat white guy. Coincidence? I think not. Can I make this bigger?
chins line up, but they don't just line up here, they line up there. With a little crevice in the
They really
exact
don't, though.
same spot. And guess what? Do you think maybe their faces fit pretty well?
No.
Like perfectly symmetrical down to chin and
No.
cleft. And even how that eyebrow is in the exact same alignment with the mouth.
It's
and the
not.
nose. And even the hairline, if you just took Chris's hair back.
Mm-hmm.
What an amazing coincidence. You know, like the coincidence that he died at 33, and I keep telling people they rub 33.
33, right? If you double it, that's 6. That's 66. And if you add another 6, which is the age he was when he found out he really liked acting, 666.
In our nose. And not only do they rub 33 in our nose, but also, you know, the other symbols as well. Just happen to have in common. You'll never guess who just hired Tim Dillon.
Also, I've just been hired at SNL.
But I mean,
Oh
so what, that
my
they're both
God.
large-bodied comedians that work for SNL and have almost the exact same teeth if you just straighten that
The guy's got a
one out
fucking
little bit
gap
and
in between
took
his
a little
two front
off
teeth.
that
What are you
one. It's
talking
not like
about?
there's anything else that would identify them as the exact same person, like holes in their chins
Oh!
in the exact same spot.
There's not even a hole
Not to
there.
mention that
You just made that
exact
up.
crevice in the exact same spot of
Get to why.
No,
Get to
I
why.
mean, that
You know what? I don't have time for this. There's a better one. There's one with I think Peter Dinklage, where he calls him like an 18th century war general.
playing Selena, and it was actually Selena playing Selena, and it was actually Selena playing Selena. I mean,
Whatever. Let's check this one out. He showed that drink. Mm-hmm.
no one better than to trust a product made by the Coca-Cola company. You know, the
Emphasis on Coca.
Coca-Cola company, the ones with 3 C's as in 333. You know what else I
What?
see there? I see a few.
Wait, is 333 bad or is 666 bad? Because now you're just dividing numbers and treating them equal.
Sixes. You know, 666.
Oh, that's a fucking stretch, bro.
But I tested this water last week. You all saw me do it, and it's clean of all metals. It came out clear as can be. And there are no 6s in their logo.
Do you think this guy collects rainwater because he doesn't trust like his Brita filter?
I mean, where are they going to hide 6s in there? So they have a C and a C for 33. I mean, their logo is just some lady drinking the Topo Chico water. Nothing harmful here. Oh, and Topo supposed
I'm surprised that hasn't been like canceled. That's pretty racist. I mean, that looks like an Indian. I mean, the Land O'Lakes lady got the boot for like just sitting there. This lady's like drinking lake water. Like, I don't know. Cultural appropriation much? Topo Chico?
Topo Mountains, but it also means mole, as in someone who is a spy or infiltrates something. You know, like pretending to be something healthy that it's not. But back to this logo. What happens if we turn it sideways and then invert it? You know, like they always invert things.
I love, they always do this. They're like, they'll take a logo or, I don't know, some kind of picture. They'll like invert it, turn it upside down, like reflect it against the wall. Anything to make it, and it'll be like, look, it looks like devil horns. I told you, Adidas is really a secret cabal.
Do you see it? Do you see it?
No.
How about now? Oh, but there's more. It just happened to get their
Keep it on tight.
mountains in there. You know, the sons of the fallen angels that are petrified mountains. This might be too much for you just worrying about water. But the Bible talks about the sons of God, fallen angels, who mated with women and created giants. Those giants that now lay dead, petrified as mountains. And that's why they put 666 and 33 and everything. Because whether you realize the Bible is true,
Mm-hmm.
they all know what it
You
is.
know, I used to do this when I was a kid too. Like, there's something funny about like looking through like a little circle in your hand. I think it's childish. I don't. I'm not falling for this. Like every celebrity uses like this fucking symbol for. I mean, I've seen everything from like SA to like CP to all this stuff. They'll just take a photo of like that various celebrities have done in the past and be like, look, Justin Bieber and Frank Sinatra. It's all connected.
The fallen angel side of things, not the heavenly Father. And they tell you, oh, and it's 33 because a third of God's angels were banished down to earth, and they're still here today.
Right.
They just
All right, let's keep going.
Unless you're living under a rock, you've probably
Oh, this
heard-
one's fucked up. All right, this one I'm a little pissed off about because he goes into Charlie Kirk territory here, and he starts mentioning a lot of coinky dinks with his unalivement, and it's fucking classless and tasteless and jumping on the bandwagon of someone's fucking death. It's really, really despicable. But let's see what he's cracked the code. That's for sure.
How in the movie
Nicolas
Snake Eyes,
Cage,
one
Charlie
Charles
Kirk. It all makes
is
sense.
executed
It all makes
on
sense, guys.
September 10th by a man named Tyler the Executioner. But I'm not here to share that. I've got something different. And hey, that's a funny looking hand symbol. I wonder what that
Oh, no one's done that
just
before.
in case you
No one.
missed my last video where I show what it means. That they all do. That they all do.
All right, what do you do when you sit like this? You know, what do you do with your hands? You go like this? Ooh, I almost messed up my hand. Or like this? No, you just fucking sit like this, dude. Like, and you play with your fucking hands. Like, it doesn't mean anything. You're looking for shadows in a room that's totally dark.
And they do this one a lot too.
Oh, there we
You know,
go.
when they
We're back
do
to
it-
this one.
Sometimes they do it right when you're supposed to be paying attention. Kind of like right here in this music video. Then guess who's in? Erica Kirk. See what comes shortly after
No
he gives you
way.
the sign to be paying attention? Let's take a look. She wants to go ziplining so bad. Please take me ziplining. I want to go ziplining. Please, please. And what a strange number. And it's almost like they freeze
Oh,
on
dear
it and
God.
make sure to focus on it. Like it's the
It's
center.
so fucking tasteless, bro. It's so fucking tasteless. Yeah, it's a weird coincidence in a fucking music video from God knows how long ago. Like, the dude's dead. Like, people were hurt. Now you could say all you want about how she's been weird since the murder. Like, she seems like a little overly happy. But I'm sorry, I got family in Texas and Michigan that I love dearly, and they're like super Christian. Like, they are like super, super, super Christian, and they handle things way differently than we do. Okay, we're nihilists, we're pessimists. People up here in New York, especially like these Roman Catholic friends that I have, it's like serious shit. You go to church and it's like, hallelujah, hallelujah. Everything is like by the book, and like you treat like funerals and wakes like, fuck, man. Like they're dead, in the kingdom of heaven. It is what it is, but it's like, fuck, you know, it's different. But you treat, like, you go to like these Baptist church, these Methodist church, dude, they're up there fucking like, yeah, he's dead, motherfucker. Dude, they're doing backflips and shit. Like, they're all fucking happy. It's a different world we live in. Like, this guy does not understand that she's processing it differently, okay, than you will ever do. Right? She was a model and in like the spotlight in her past. So yeah, she's been in music videos and stuff like that. And to pull this shit is some fucked up shit. Let's move on. Let's move on.
I made the mistake yesterday. of thinking
Because
Jelly
Jelly Roll is
and
fucking the
Kevin
king of
James were the
queens.
same person. That's not what's going on.
But they're
figured
both
out
alive
what's
at the
going on
same
because
time.
they-
How do you explain this? They're both alive at the same time. Are you telling me that on his days off, Kevin James fake tattoos his entire face, changes his voice to like an Alabama accent, and performs in front of hundreds of thousands of people? Is that what he does on his free time?
Always tell us. They have to. Have a listen.
I didn't recognize how much alike we looked until that moment either.
Sure you did.
And when I woke up the next morning, every headline in America says Kevin James and Jelly Roll could be twins, and the
Yo, Jelly Roll lost some weight, huh?
kid in me was like, yes, and then I was like, hold on now. Are they saying I look old or he looks young? No. Are they saying he looks fat or I look skinny? I wasn't sure if we were being complimented or insulted. You look so amazing. First of all, I could be your father. Second, and I might be. I don't know.
Yeah. He said it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Now, if if Jelly Roll was actually Kevin James' son, why would that be a big deal? Right? And wouldn't that be celebrated? Like, oh, congratulations, Kevin. Like, you gave birth to a really cool pop star that has tattoos all over his face. But it's hidden, guys, in plain fucking sight because they can't let you know he has an illegitimate child. The spawn of Satan.
Yes, Mom, we do.
You see, they tell you, and when they tell you, they flash their little symbolism. You know, their little symbolism. You know, their little symbolism.
Mm-hmm.
But why wouldn't they just come out and say that they're father and son? Because they don't want you to know how related all of Hollywood.
Whoa, wait a minute. Hugh Jackman is Justin Timberlake's father? I never realized how much they look alike. And what is this over here that he's hiding his head? Madonna and Elvis Presley's wife are the same thing? My God, they're hiding all these family members.
Case in point,
Fucking morons.
Hugh Jackman, who used to be Keith Whitley, the country singer, look that video up, is the father of Justin Timberlake.
That's right.
And they don't tell you because they don't want you to know. I mean, look at those mugs.
Why? What's the fucking big deal? Look, his head's there.
Of rock and roll is the dad of the queen of pop. I mean, look at those mugs. Look that.
Or Madonna is Elvis Presley in drag. You ever think about that? Keep it on tight, baby. Keep it on tight. Let's go to the next one.
Who runs the world? Who runs the world? Well, the scriptures say that Satan actually runs the world. He is the prince of this world.
For a guy that knows that.
You know what? I don't have the stomach for the Charlie Kirk ones.
There are a lot of people waking up. And I want to take a minute just to introduce myself to a lot of you new people who are brave enough to hit that follow button. But first, I want to express appreciation to those of you that have been following me since the beginning and understand the mission I'm on. But for all you brave new souls...
No one cares. Hold on a second. TheIcewall.com. Can we check this website out real quick? Hold on. I need to know what's on TheIcewall.com. It's a clothing. Dude, this guy sells fucking hats and shirts because he's a grifting piece of shit. Ah, dear Lord. If any of you don't know out there, this is what they believe the ice wall is. Flat Earth. Ice wall. Look at this. They believe that we are surrounded by a gigantic Game of Thrones level, cartoonishly tall wall of ice that keeps the water in because water needs a container. And outside, this is the best one right here. I really wish I could get this a little bigger. Hold on. Outside of our the ice wall are other worlds. And extraterrestrial means extra territory. Because all these words need to be fucking broken apart. I swear to God, I saw Narnia on here. I'm not even fucking with you. And yeah, this is the world beyond the ice wall. This is what you call Fantasyland. Something that George R.R. Martin comes up with. You know, it shouldn't be worth the fucking breath. Look, the Wall of Asgard. The frozen wastes. Like, this is kid shit. This is fucking video game level fucking. And what? Let me ask you a question. What's beyond the frozen wastes, huh? The White Walkers. Oh dear lord. Oh, look, there's a little hurricane down here. And that little hurricane makes its way past the Chronicles of Narnia, through Westeros, and that's how we get our hurricanes. You didn't know that? Well, clearly you're not in the know. All right, let's go here. What else you got for me, buddy? Yeah, here we go. Any day now.
Anyone find it strange that SpaceX rockets go horizontally? What's up with
Nope.
that? Space is supposedly up. Why would
Yes.
you go over? Not to mention all the now,
Let me pause it for a second so those with more than 4 fucking brain cells out there can think about this. Why would you go sideways? Maybe because we're in lower Earth orbit and we're coming back down and we're not like straight the fuck up because that would be like going to fucking Mars and Pluto and the moon. We're just in lower Earth orbit, so you'd come down this way. You wouldn't just drop down like that, you fucking retard. Sorry, I shouldn't say the R word. He thinks that we take rockets like straight up like this and just keep on going straight until like, we stop there and then we just go right back down. Don't let this guy design your rocket.
NASA rockets. Do you see how they go? Like they're not really going anywhere. They're just going up and coming back down.
Yeah,
All of
yeah.
them.
And what's the point? Like, why would you do that if you're NASA? You would waste billions of dollars to what? Like, launch a rocket, make it go up a little bit, and then come down? Why? Because it's all a part of the
You
game.
can't get to space. Like biblical cosmology
Yeah, because we live in a fucking snow globe.
says how there's an impenetrable dome called the firmament above us where the moon and the stars actually are. And don't let me lose you because I'm talking about the Bible. Believe me, I thought the Bible was nonsense for most of my life as well. But then a funny thing happened. I started paying attention to the heavens above. And I started noticing things that didn't match their story, like how the moon, that's supposedly 238,000 miles away, seemed just about the same distance as stars that were supposedly trillions of miles
Well, would you look at that? You fucking figured it out.
away, and planets supposedly millions of miles away.
I could tell who's a flat earther right away. I could tell right away that they don't own a telescope or never look through a telescope. Regardless, I know you don't need to understand that, right? Or know what a fucking planet is. But I just want to buy them a fucking telescope and point it in the direction of Jupiter, which we could see quite often in the night sky, on a clear night sky, and be like, what is that? These planets, point it at Mars. You could clearly see Mars, or Venus. What a fucking moon? Like, what does he think the moon is? A fucking space station?
My camera zooms in on the same level, and they also
You can see the shadow of the curvature of the fucking Earth.
right
Oh,
there.
God.
Not trillions of miles away. Not
Get it on.
quintillions of miles away either. Like they tell us some stars.
It's
are.
not quintillions of miles
There's something
away.
called the inverse square law of light, where light doesn't travel endlessly. It disappears.
You don't know what you're talking about. All right, next one. Pyramids prove no spin. Do I need to be a subscriber of him to fucking see this? Hold on. No, okay. Oh, nice beard, buddy.
Hey, King Tut. Do you know that the pyramids prove we don't live on a spinning ball? Well, if you don't agree with me,
Go for
stick
it.
around. You might just change your mind.
Go-
Let's first
go
look
for
at
it.
how old the mainstream tells us the pyramids are. The mainstream likes to tell us that the pyramids are about 4,500 years old. But there have been
Roughly.
other researchers that have thought way different. Other researchers, such as Graham Hancock, who say the pyramids
Look at that
could be
picture.
as old as 12,000 years old. Researchers, such as Belgian-born Robert Bauval, who not only believed the pyramids to be 12,000 years old, but also, in 1979, was the first one to ever realize that the pyramids coordinated perfectly with the 7 stars of Orion's belt.
It's fascinating, and it's not perfectly, by the way. If you do look, like really look into it, it's off by a little bit. But they did a tremendous job navigating the stars, better than anybody, and they did that for a reason. They thought they were gods, and it was a key to the afterlife, and they buried themselves with cats. So yeah, they're engineering marvels, but they're off a little bit on they're off their rocker on other things. They also believe that like the sun god like beats the shit out of the night god every night, and like the night god comes back and like kicks the shit out of the sun god every morning. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy bought it too, but whatever.
So much so that the size of the pyramids were determined.
Yeah, I have no patience for that. Let's see what else we got. Antarctica ice wall. Let's go.
I still haven't convinced you that Antarctica isn't a continent, but an ice wall that surrounds our level, flat realm. Well, stick around. We're going to get into it a little more. And hey, that's a funny name for an island. Let's start by looking at this little known fact. Do you know that Antarctica is the highest continent on Earth? The average elevation is 8,200 feet. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, because it's a giant fucking
Not only is
glacier.
it the highest, but it's the highest by a landslide by over 1,000 feet. Now, why would that be? Could it be that you're looking
That's
at
why.
something like this, where water lays level like it always does? and
Look
just
at where
so-
Australia is compared to South America. Look at that. It's on the polar opposite ends of the motherfucking pizza. You can literally get a flight, like a one-way flight from Chile to Sydney. If that was the case, you would have to travel the entire length of this fucking fantasy land you live at, which would probably take you around a day and a half. But that's not what it shows.
container known as Antarctica? You need to ask yourself, have you been programmed to believe something that isn't true? Because we always see that water lays level. It never looks like this, no matter how far you can see straight out. Or
I
left or right.
never thought
There's
of
always
that
level.
before.
And did you know in 1946, the United States government sent a fleet of Navy ships down to the Antarctic ice wall and not continent in a little operation called Operation High Jump? That's a curious name for a continent.
Did they jump off the world?
High Jump, the great expedition of 1946-47. Admiral Byrd was officer in charge of the project. The rest of the Argosy pushed on, right up to the ice barrier of the Ross Sea.
It's a fucking glacier. That's what glaciers look like, you fucking moron. Oh, you can see the Night's Watch.
The ice barrier of the ice barrier of the Ross Sea shelf.
You see, they say that operation was about potentially seeking out and destroying a German base down there. But what I believe it was is
Ugh.
exploration past the ice wall. And
Yeah, let's just forget what they said and just make some bullshit up. Let's do a couple more, and then my son's going to come home, so I got to go play Play-Doh with him. That's always fun. J.D. Vance is an alien.
This one brings me so much joy because I've been hunting for his true persona for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
And while I can admit when I sometimes, very infrequently, I thought maybe, just maybe,
Our vice president is a beast behind the wheel.
Paul Walker took on that role. But then
Paul Walker is our vice
I thought
president.
better
Hold on one
because
second.
Paul
Hey, what's up? All right, great. Are you coming off the exit? Great. All right, let me get my stuff ready because I got to finish up here. I'll meet you outside. All right, bye. All right, my wife is almost outside, so we'll do one more besides Paul Walker being our vice president. Come on, give me a good one. Give me a good one. Give me a good one. No Charlie Kirk shit. Yes, giants exist. Come on, I want to do this one real quick. Come on, before my wife comes home. Come on. Keep it on real tight.
That's just AI, right? That couldn't possibly be
By the way, yes. End of story. Let's move on.
real. Well, are you sure? Are you sure if you don't run it through an AI detecting app or website,
That fucking proves it.
find that it's 100% a true image?
Let's
But
buy
not
into
just
this for a
that
second.
one.
That could just be a piece of a
This picture.
statue.
I wonder what would happen if I run this one through an AI detector.
Yeah, because they just buried a sword in the sand.
1% chance of it being AI, and a 99%
So you're telling me I have a shot?
chance of a true image. But how could that be? There were never beings that existed that were that big. Well, have you ever taken a look at
Yep, yeah. If you invert the mountains, it's clearly the face of a giant. You know what? I had enough. You know what? I want to do another video on this guy. This guy's fascinatingly stupid. But you know what? When you live at home as a divorcee, you know, your kids aren't allowed to visit you anymore because they literally think you're clinically insane. And you spend all your days at a remote position working for fucking Starbucks HR. This is what you do. All right, let me get out of here. Always a pleasure, guys. Money88, AJ from Queens. See you next week. Peace. Spew. Oh, wow, this thing looks ridiculous. Later, guys.